Sun is like all up on me. Oh gosh. Stuff everywhere. Hello. What's up? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What am I doing here? There we go. Hey, y'all. Wig makeup. I have a holiday party to go to today. I need to leave in about an hour and a half. I need to leave my house. So I thought this sun is going to be the death of me, y'all. But I need to leave in about an hour and a half. So I just thought I would chit chat with you guys a little bit. It's been a little over a week since I've done a live. So we're going to use some drugstore makeup and just kind of chat and do our makeup. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Like I said, I need to leave in like an hour and a half. So I got to start and then hopefully people will join as I'm doing this. This sun has been cray for the last 2 days. I've been trying to film and the sun has just been like killing me. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm going to try to use all drugstore makeup. That's the plan. So I have my Ardell lashes. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, which I haven't used in such a long time. So I'm hoping I still love it because I haven't used it. It's been a long time. My Maybelline Super Stay Powder. What do I have? Some NYX and Wet n Wild primers. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff in here. A lot of good stuff. The NYX Butter Bronzer. I mean, not NYX, Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Remember that? This is like throwback stuff. Oh, I also have the L'Oreal True Match. I think I'm going to mix the L'Oreal True Match with the Infallible Pro Matte. So that's what we'll do. There's a lot of craziness going on in front of me. So let's get started. For my brows, I'm going to take this. Actually, I'm going to prime first. I'm going to use the NYX Pore Filler and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Primer Stick. So I'm going to use both of those on my face right now. And I'm also going to prime my brows. So this primer stick is a nice little dupe for the Smashbox primer stick. It's a nice little dupe for it. If you guys are looking for a matte primer stick, FYI. And now I'm just taking the NYX Pore Filler. And I'm only going to use that on the cheek area. So it's the Sunday before Christmas, you guys. Your girl wrapped not one, but I wrapped more than one gift, but it was one person's gift. So I've only wrapped Mark's gifts because I had a couple of minutes to myself yesterday while he was gone. So I wrapped his gifts, but other than that, nobody else's gifts got wrapped. And we wrap our kids' gifts, like all of them. So we're usually up so late on Christmas Eve wrapping gifts, and it sucks. It sucks. So it's probably going to happen again. But I think we're going to try. We might try to wrap some tonight too, just to make it a little easier, because it's so much to wrap all that on Christmas Eve and do Christmas cookies and all that stuff. It's just a lot. So this week coming up is going to be hectic. I'm taking the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim brow pencil. Just looks like that. Y'all know I love these little slim brow pencils. And I need to do my brows because they look a mess. Hey, girl. They look a mess. But the nice thing is both of us have a nice little vacation off of work. So We don't have to worry about trying to do everything and going to work, because I really love to clean my house really good before the new year and kind of declutter things. And, you know, I just like to start the new year off with a clean home. So that's what I'll probably be spending the next few weeks doing, and just getting my mindset and everything ready for 2020, you know? Hey, Venice. Declutter your makeup collection. Yes, girl. You know, if you've been watching, if you watch me, you know I always get caught up in the hype with buying stuff. They know how to get me, girl. You know that. So I've been kind of going through the same thing. I just posted a lip declutter. I think I'm about to do my powders next. My eyeshadow palette should still be pretty good. I might be able to go through that again and just give it one more once over. But I think for the most part, my eyeshadow palettes are pretty good. Yeah, plus I'll be going through everything in a minute anyway, because I've decided how I'm going to do my favorites. And I'm going to make it like a month-long series. So it's not going to be favorites week. I just feel like I don't have the energy. After Vlogmas, I just don't have the energy to post 5 videos in a row. And it doesn't sound like that much, but it really takes a lot to do that. So I just don't have the energy, y'all. So what I'm going to do is make it a month-long series, and there's going to be about 8 or 9 videos that come out throughout January, and they're going to be on my favorite products. That won't be the only videos I'm posting in January, but they're going to be my favorite products. So there's going to be video on my favorite powders and foundations and concealers, and my Amazon favorites, and my non-makeup favorites, and my favorite lip products, and some of them will be together, so it won't just be one single video for every category. But I think that's how I'm deciding to do it this year, so I need to get started filming those too. But I say that to say that'll help me kind of go through my makeup collection also, and see if I really need to keep a lot of the stuff that's in there, because I don't know. You have so much stuff, and after a while, it just gets overwhelming, you know? It gets really overwhelming. And I do want to do a makeup collection video for you guys soon as well, just to show you my entire collection and organization setup and room tour, because I did change this room around a little bit. And I haven't done a room tour and organization kind of makeup collection setup video in a while. So I think it's been over a year. Ooh, these brows, honey. I need to do these brows. I agree with you. Sometimes it can feel like more drama. So next week, you guys will actually see me. You guys will actually see me post a video talking about how I'm going to be not taking my channel in a completely different direction, but I'm going to be doing videos on this channel other than beauty videos. So you guys know I do have my vlog channel as well, but I'm going to be doing, I want to incorporate not the family stuff, but just kind of the stuff about me, because this channel really is just about me. So I want to incorporate some more of the stuff about me in this channel. So like the planner videos that I normally do on my vlog channel, I'm going to bring those back to this channel. And I'm also going to be doing starting to do maybe some career videos. I get a lot of questions on like me working and my career and what I do and advice. I get a lot of questions on that stuff, and I never know really where or how to incorporate it. But I mean, y'all, it's 2020. I'm just saying F it, and I'm going to incorporate it where I want to incorporate it. Like, this is my channel. This is my platform. I can do what I want, and that's what I'm going to start doing. And so I'm going to be doing maybe some career videos. I want to get into more like fashion and clothing videos as well. I mean, it's a little tough right now. I have a baby bump, but I want to get into more like fashion and clothing videos this year. I also want to, like I said, I'm bringing the planner videos back over here. Plus, I want to do like some day in the life vlogs, but like vlogs that only incorporate me. Like my husband doesn't have to be in there. My kids don't have to be in those vlogs because I have a vlog channel for that, our family vlog channel, and we love that channel and we love doing videos on that channel. But sometimes I feel like this channel can just get stale. Like the more I grow, I love makeup and I will always love makeup. And this channel will always mainly be about makeup. But the more I grow, sometimes I just feel like I'm bored with the videos I'm doing. Like I'm doing the same videos every month. And as much as I love them, I get bored sometimes. Like I want to incorporate other stuff. And so that's what I'm going to be doing on this channel in 2020. And I'll explain a little more. Because like I said, I'll be posting kind of a New Year's goals video coming up really soon. So I'll be explaining some more, but that's what's going to happen on this channel in the new year because I went off on a whole tangent, y'all. But I agree. Sometimes it's just really exhausting with all like the YouTube drama and stuff, and ain't nobody got time for that. That's why I try to keep my channels. I just try to keep them positive, you know. I try to stay positive on these channels and keep this platform positive because there's enough negativity out there. Don't be coming here for negativity because if that's what you're coming here for, you ain't gonna get it. Using and buying what I like. Yeah, buying what I like and actually use. That's what I know. I say this every year, but I swear this year is going to be the year of the low buy. The low buy. I'm still gonna buy makeup. Y'all know that. That's like my first love. There's nothing more fun to me than trying out new makeup, but I'm definitely not gonna purchase as much as I did this year. I feel like 2019, I just lost my damn mind and kind of went a little cray cray. So yeah, the old YouTube was fun, wasn't it? The old YouTube was just like everything. And that's what made people fall in love with the platform and with the whole beauty community as a whole. And it's just not like that anymore. I feel like the more successful YouTubers became, the worse it became for YouTube. Thank you. I will be doing what makes me happy. I definitely will. Hey, Shar. Yeah, and like I say, I love makeup will always be my first love. I'm going to use the Morphe 24G Grand Glam palette. I love this palette, but I don't use it as much because it's so large. It's just so big, like, but the shadows are so pretty. So I'm going to use these right now. But yeah, when I originally got the vlog channel, I felt like I was just doing too much on this channel because this channel, I had planner videos, I had vlogs, I had, of course, beauty videos, I had hair videos, I had all types of stuff. And I felt like I was just getting overwhelmed and people wouldn't know what to come to my channel for. Like, I feel like your channel has to have a main thing, but I also feel like it's okay to go outside the box. And again, that's what I plan on doing in 2020. Like, there's going to be all kinds of videos on this channel, still themed around beauty, but there will be a lot of other videos on this channel as I get older and I think about, what I want to help people also, not just beauty wise, but like I said, I get a lot of questions about my career and what I'm doing and how I got to the place that I got. And I think all my budget and money videos will stay over on the vlog channel. So I won't be talking about budget and money, but I will be like having more budget videos because I don't feel like we had a lot of budget videos this year on the vlog channel. I will have more budget videos on the vlog channel, but I feel like that's more of a family thing since I have a family. My budget isn't just my budget, it's my family's budget. So that's going to stay over there. But my individual planner videos and all of that stuff will be on this channel. Starting, you'll see a planner video in about a week and a half. So I'm just excited about all the new changes and kind of changing directions. I'm using the NYX glitter primer as my eyeshadow primer because I like that one. So I'm using that, and then I'm going to go in with this Morphe palette, and I'm going to go in with like a, let me show y'all, this brownish shade right here. And I'm just going to put that in my crease. So my aunt is having a holiday party today. She normally has a Christmas Eve party. I mean, since I was little, my aunt and my uncle have thrown this Christmas Eve party. And since I've started having a family, it's just become a lot more hectic because the party would start at like 2 or 3. We wouldn't get out of there until like 7 o'clock. My aunt lives about 30 minutes away from us, actually from this house, from this new house. She lives about 45 minutes away from me. And so it's rough to be at somebody's house till 7 o'clock on Christmas Eve, rush home, try to make cookies with the kids, get them and spend some time with them. First of all, on Christmas Eve, get them in bed at a reasonable time, and then still have to wrap gifts and stuff. So this year she switched it, and she's having it today, the Sunday before Christmas. So it's just going to be so much easier now, because on Christmas Eve, all we have to do is Mark's mom is having a Christmas Eve brunch. And so we're going to go over there. And she lives closer, a lot closer. She's about 15 minutes away. So we're going to head over there on Christmas Eve. It's going to be earlier in the day. We're going to be over there for a couple hours. Then we get to come home and have the rest of the day with our family and our kids. And that's what I like, So what color? I'm also going to take this like reddish shade with the same brush, and I'm going to also put that in my crease. I'm going to use a light hand with that, and I'm using the same brush, the Morphe M504. So I love this brush for blending out colors in the crease. I'm going to try to use a lighter hand though. A sleepover Christmas Eve party? That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Wrap gifts last week. We always wait till the last day like idiots, and then be looking stupid on Christmas Eve when we up to 2:30, 3 a.m. Last year we were up to like 3 a.m. But this year, once the kids go to bed, I'm going to try to see if Mark wants to wrap some today, because my mother bought these kids a huge Barbie house. And so we have to put it together, of course. So we picked it up from Target, and she asking us to put it together. And I'm like, we're going to be up all night trying to put this thing together. This Barbie house is like 4 feet tall. And I'm like, I don't know how to put nothing together, and neither do Mark. He's the least handy person you will ever meet, y'all. Let me, you know what? He has gotten better since we moved into this house, and we own a house now, so we try to do some things ourselves. He has gotten a little better, but for the most part, he is literally the least handy person you will ever meet. And so we got to put this dollhouse together, and we're going to be up all night trying to do that. It's literally like comes up to here. It's like this tall, and it's huge. So I don't know how that's going to go. Don't know how that's going to go. We got to keep our Gorilla Glue handy, because, yeah, neither of us know how to put stuff together. All right, let's see what else we going to do with these eyes. What shade do I want to put in on the lid? I think I'm gonna do my lid shade next, and I think I'm gonna do this. I was looking at this, but I kind of want to do this one. Let's do this one right here. I'm gonna put that shade on my lid. Mom is a pro. She wraps gifts super fast. Get that dream house together, but we can't. We have nowhere to put, like, I can't get it out now and start it because we literally have nowhere to put it. The kids would see it. So I was just we were going to do it that night and put a bow on it. Normally we have some drinks. We had like some Hennessy, some wine, and we sit down and we do all this, and it's horrible. But with alcohol, it's not as horrible. But this year, I can't even have no alcohol. So that's going to really suck. Like really, really suck. So we'll see how it go on Tuesday, I guess. Tuesday night. But we don't have nowhere to put the dollhouse, so we can't start it because we gonna be the kids will see it. Should have told my parents they gotta put it together themselves. Shoot. Got us doing it. This ain't even our gift. That's the whole reason I ain't buying one, because they wanted a Barbie house. And I was like, yeah, no. Not to mention, we're going to take, I told you guys before, that we're going to take a portion of their playroom and put the dresser in it for the baby. And not right away, but probably like midsummer. That's when we'll get the crib. The baby will be in the bassinet before then, but we'll get the crib probably midsummer, and then we'll put the crib in the playroom as well. And so they're going to lose a little portion of their playroom, so we don't even have space for all this stuff. So I don't even know where this dollhouse is going. My parents always like to buy stuff, then they're going to try to send it over here. I'm going to be sending that right back to my mother's house. Shoot. We ain't got no space to be putting no 4-foot dollhouse. I guess I could put it in Mark's man cave. That's where it's about to go. It's not hard. It's just so many pieces to cap the night. Don't say that. Oh my God. The box was huge too. And I'm like, how many pieces are in this box? Like the box was so big. And the girl who brought it out the back in Target, I'm going to use this color right here on my outer V, y'all. No, I'm going to use this one. It's a little lighter. But the girl who brought it out the back in Target, she was like, oh my God, I didn't realize it was so heavy. And she looked like she was struggling carrying it. So the thing looks heavy. And Mark said it was pretty heavy when he put it in the car and in the cart. So, I mean, I know it got to be a lot of pieces in there. I was hoping since the box was so big, it was a lot of big pieces and it would be put together easier. But, child, maybe we should go live that night, see who else up wrapping gifts and stuff. Hi, Myra. When you working in your room, it doesn't seem so big. 4 feet tall is big. Girl, that's a big house. That's taller than my kids. And then them kids got so many toys as it is. We just gave away 2 big bins of toys. We just gave away 2 big bins of toys a couple of weeks ago. And they have 2. I let them keep 2 bins, and then we gave 2 bins away. And I feel like we're just gonna be adding them back in there with Christmas. Well, I guess that's the whole reason I did it, because I knew Christmas was coming. They'd be adding more toys, but them kids just got so many toys and they pile up and accumulate so fast. It's absolutely crazy. And then my mom has a daycare at the house, so we just end up giving all the toys to her. That's what we usually end up doing. And then if she don't want them, we donate them. Okay, that's cute and simple. This is the Sedona Lace EB15, and it's like a smaller little blender. And so it just kind of helps get in that outer V area, and then I'm kind of dragging it into the crease a little bit, just to give the crease a little dimension. She cute though. I think that's good. I ain't doing nothing crazy today. So, whew, okay, let's use this. Where's that L'Oreal pencil? I found like the best eyeliner. This is the L'Oreal Extra Intense Liquid Eyeliner Pencil. It's in black. It's so good, y'all. So good. And is that doubles? No, that's just a smudger. Yeah. It's so good. It looks like this, and it's super black. And like as soon as you put it on your eye, like it's cute and it's there. Like it's super black and it's there. As soon as you put it on your eye. This sun, I don't even know how to sit in this room. This sun is driving me nuts. Like, I don't have to press hard or nothing. It's such a good eyeliner. I would definitely recommend it. And it's L'Oreal, so it's drugstore. They made my other favorite eyeliner too, though. That black fat one, the pencil eyeliner. That's a really good one too. All right. What I do at the top? Right here. Whew, I'm starting to water. You go through your kids' toys every month? Gosh, that's so much work. So much work. It would be nice. I need to. Like the last time I made the kids help me and I forced them to help me. I'm like, these y'all toys, get up here. And I had them go through the toys with me. And for most of them, I asked them, I was like, do you want to keep this? Do you not? What do you want to do? Let's figure this out and let's get rid of some of these toys. And I kind of set them down. And they're 4 and 5, as you guys know. So I just kind of set them down and I explained to them that some people don't have a lot of toys. Some people don't have all the toys that they have. Some people don't have all the things that they have. I kind of been trying to explain that to them and how, some people don't have food and some people just don't have a house. And so I've been trying to explain that to them the best I can, where they can kind of understand it. And like some people don't have a mom and dad and all that stuff. And so it kind of got them excited to give away some of the toys. And so I was happy that they were excited about it. Some of the stuff I had to stop. I'm like, whoa, you don't have to give away everything. Because they were like, well, I really don't play with this. Let's just give it away. I'm like, wait a minute. You don't have to give away everything now. But it made them excited to be giving, which excites me. Woo, some of my. Hey, Stephanie. In church. Get off the phone in church, Stephanie. I need to be in church. I could not go to church. Well, I could have went to church today. Let me rephrase that. I don't know. My sister came and got the kids late last night, and then I was up kind of late because my tooth was hurting, and then I woke up late, and I was just like, forget it. So I've been here cleaning and getting ready to go to this party. My mama went to church, and I got to pick her up for this party. And also go get my kids because my sister came over at like 8 o'clock talking about she having a party at her house and she want to come get the kids. And I'm like, take them, honey. Take them. This is not drugstore. This is the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper Black. So I'm just going to put this on my top lash line. Y'all, I'm trying to do this so you can see it because of this sun, though. It's like blinding me. But yeah, my sister came and got my girls last night. So Mari's still here. Well, he ain't here right now. He went over his Nana's house, but he was here last night with us. But we had a girl free night, a little kid free night. Which it makes me so happy that people, I'm saying people, I mean, it's my sister, but it just makes me so happy that my family loves my kids like that and they'll just come get them because they get excited about going. And not that they couldn't stay home because they could have easily stayed home. I mean, I thought they were staying home. So they could have easily stayed home. But, they like spending time with their aunties. They like spending time with their grandma. They like spending time with other family. That's not just us. And so it makes me really happy that people like rock with my kids. And again, I'm saying people, but it's my family. But it just makes me really happy that they rock with my kids. They actually want to see my kids and spend time with my kids. Like it makes me super happy because parenting is not easy, and it makes me happy that I don't have to do this alone. Because I know a lot of people do, and they don't have like help like I have help, and I know that that's probably hard, like very, very hard. So kudos to everybody who doesn't have help and you have kids, because child, these kids drive you nuts. Telling you. So I'm about to put on my lashes using these Ardell Faux Mink Wispies. They're like my favorite. My favorite. Let me grab some little scissors real quick. But yeah, people don't have to come pick up your kids. They don't have to do all of that. Like my sister's 22 or 21, I'm sorry. She'll be 22 next month. So she don't have to come pick up my kids. She don't have to, you know what I'm saying? There's plenty of stuff she could be doing, because I sure wasn't picking up nobody kids. I mean, I had no nieces and nephews that lived close, but if I did, I don't know if I'd have been picking up nobody kids at 22. You know what I'm saying? So she don't have to do that. She don't have no kids of her own, but she does it. And it's definitely much appreciated. Toy drive, that's not, I want to take my kids to do some volunteer work too. I need to find some, but I would love to take my kids to do some volunteer work as well. I think you need to start telling your kids about that stuff early, because I don't know, you read some of these stories about just this whole world in general. It's just, you see some of the stuff that happens and read some of these stories and see like homeless kids and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine not being able to do for my kids or whatever the case. I just couldn't imagine it. So I try to tell my kids all the time, like, you guys are lucky, you guys are blessed. I feel like I had a great childhood, and I'm like, y'all got way more than I had, you know? So don't ever be ungrateful, because you could have a whole lot less. A whole lot less. They not badasses. Girl, I don't know if they that good either. Okay. I don't know if they that good, but I don't know. They kids, I guess. They 4 and 5. I just have to be reminding myself sometimes. Like they're kids. And they ain't that little where they don't know what they're doing now, but they're kids. Like I feel like a lot of times, especially growing up, we kind of mimic stuff our parents taught us. Like my mother would always tell us to like sit still in church and stuff. Like even now I bring like crayons for my kids to kind of draw in church. Bring like crayons and paper or pens and paper so they can write their name and stuff like that, or write their sight words and stuff like that, just so they can have something to do. And clearly they should be paying attention, but I mean, they're 4 and 5, so it's hard to stay still for 2.5 hours and be quiet without something. But sorry, y'all. I don't feel like, if I'm remembering correctly, I don't remember being able to bring crayons and stuff to church at 5 and 6. Like my mother just expected us to stay still. And I mean, whatever, we got through it. But I just feel like I have to remind myself sometimes that they're kids. And so they're kids. They're going to want to fidget. They're going to want to talk. They're going to want to do stuff. I mean, that's just, they're kids. They're 4 and 5. We're about to be 5 and 6. And so I feel like sometimes there's just nothing you can do about that. But as parents, you get so frustrated because you tell your kids to do something and then they don't do it. And then you get so frustrated, but you forget that they're children. Like that's a long time to sit still as a child. So, I mean, I ain't going to be, when they 10, I ain't going to be letting them bring stuff to church, you know, because you should be able to sit still by then. But at this age, I mean, it is what it is. Godparents and even their family love hanging with my kids. It helps so much. Oh my God. Just to give you a little break, or for you to be able to go out for the night, or to go on a vacation, whether it's a quick vacation or a long vacation, whatever, for you to be able to go on a vacation, for you to be able to go have lunch with your friends. it's so helpful. Or for you to just be able to sit at home with a glass of wine and have peace and quiet, you know? It's so helpful, and people don't get it, and it's so nice when people help, and not that they're obligated to, because I would never just pawn my kids off on people who don't want them, but for people to genuinely want to hang out with my kids, like, I like that. I agree, Shar. I think it is unreasonable. I think it's very unreasonable. But it's something you grow up. Like I said, I wasn't allowed to have crayons and stuff in church. I don't feel like I was allowed to have crayons at 6. We're gonna be 6 in a few weeks, actually. In about 4 weeks, she'll be 6 years old. And I don't think I was allowed to have crayons and stuff in church at 6 years old. But I mean, no harm done. It helps them be quiet. Eventually, we'll take it away. But it just, I think it's unreasonable. I get antsy. Girl, me too. I be having my planner out. I feel bad, but sometimes I have my planner out and I'll be planning my week out. And I know I shouldn't do that, but I don't know. I got enough Jesus today. I'm hungry. I feel you. I was so hungry last week, and I feel like we got out of church so late, and I was just so hungry last Sunday. And like as soon as church was over, we like damn near ran out of there because I'm like, I gotta get something to eat. We had to stop at the gas station on the corner because I was so hungry. Because I was like 2 seconds from getting up and leaving and going to the gas station and getting some chips or something. I ain't been that hungry in a long time. Trying to get these lashes on good so they'll be coming off at the party. Do I send them to church, or do they sit with me? We all go to church. Usually I go every other week. My church is about 30 minutes away from our house since we moved out here. So I go to church I usually go to church 2 to 3 times a month. I try to make it. The summertime usually less because we always out of town, but for the most part, 2 to 3 times a month we go to church, and the whole family goes. And my kids, they sit next to me. My parents are there too, though. So we sit in the same pew as my parents, and so they sit next. You know, they'll go to my mom and my dad and all of that, and they'll sit next to them too. But they're sitting next to us. But then my parents, I'd be like, that same them same parents that sure wouldn't let us say nothing in church, just to let them kids walk around and all of that. And I'd be like, who are you? Who are you? Because you're not my mom. You're not. You're just not. This is cute. If I can get that sun to quit coming over here. I'm about to I'm about to close this window real quick, and then I'm about to go wet my beauty sponge, and I'm going to be right back because we're going to start on the face. Oh, let me get my thing over here. Okay, I'm back. Now it's in the middle. Well, maybe if I turn. Oh, this is better. Okay, this is better. But yeah, I just be like trying to figure out who my parents are now, because I'm like, these show ain't the same parents that I had, honey. You're trying to figure out who these people is. All right. let's go ahead. We're using a lot of L'Oreal today. We're going to go ahead and use the L'Oreal True Match and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and we're going to mix them together. We've already primed, but we're going to mix them together. 10 years. I know, because Mari be in church. Mari is 12, and he be in church, you know, moving around. You got to tell him to sit up and stuff like that. And then he try to sneak his phone out, and you got to tell him to put his phone away and all of that. So, which, to be quite honest, I don't know if me and his daddy, I didn't even open this. This girl calling me phone. Hello? Yeah. Where else is I going to pick him up from? She at church. I'll be there at like 1 o'clock. They should know. Morgan got the size 6 clothes. Ryan got the size 5 clothes. At what time? You got to leave at 1? Well, you see if Kiki at home. All right. Bye. What's she gonna tell me? It's 12:19 and she gonna tell me. That's my sister who got my kids. It's 12:19 and she gonna tell me she gotta take somebody downtown because they bus leave at 1:30. And I'm like, I told you yesterday I was gonna be there at 1. So how did you think you gonna make that, child? And I wasn't gonna be there at 1. I said I was gonna leave at 1. I can't with these people. Lord Jesus. So now she wants to see if my other sister at home, which I don't know if she's gonna be or not. These people be stressing me out. I guess she'll let me know what happens. All right. So anyway, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, Mari, we gotta stop him from keep getting his phone out because he'll definitely try. But for the most part, I mean, he sits kind of still. I feel like at 10, it's still hard to sit still because, like we've already talked about, it's hard for adults to sit still. But at 10, I feel like you're able to. Like, you've been in school for a while, so you understand, you understand that dynamic of having to sit and listen to someone. Whether you like it or not, you get that dynamic of having to sit and listen to someone. So whether you like it or not, you're going to sit there and be quiet. But I just don't know where that line comes before 10. Like at 10, I feel like you should be able to, but how young is too young, All right, this mix was really cute, actually. It's my first time ever mixing these two foundations, and I like it. I just wanted to mix them because I didn't want anything super, super, super matte on my skin, just because it's been a little dry lately, so I didn't want anything super matte. But I know there's makeup about to be on all day, so I need something good. So that's a good mix. I'm W8 Cream Cafe in the True Match, and then I am 109 Classic Tan in the Infallible Pro Matte. And now I'm going to use some more L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer, and I've been using this a lot, like a whole lot lately, and I've been really enjoying it. Now this girl gonna rush me. I feel like I gotta hurry up. Sit at home and take an uninterrupted nap and shower. I know that's right. Oh my goodness, because them kids don't care what I'm doing. Using the bathroom, taking a shower. They'll come right in, bust right in the bathroom. Mommy, mommy. And Mariah, she'll bring her tablet and try to, if I'm in the shower, she'll bring her tablet and try to sit on the bathroom floor and talk to me while she play with her while she play with her tablet while I'm in the shower. And I've been kind of teaching them lately, girl, that's not okay. You can wait the couple of minutes until I get out the shower. And I'm taking no hour-long shower. I don't take baths. So I ain't taking no, I ain't in the bathroom for no hour trying to wash up. I'm taking a shower and I'm getting out. But she'll bring her tablet in there and try to sit on the bathroom floor while I'm taking a shower. And I'm like, girl, what's wrong with you? Don't nobody want to talk to you right now. But she be for real. When people inconvenience you, that, yes. I specifically told her when she picked them up, I said, hey, I will be there around 1 o'clock. Just make sure they dress. And she said, okay. She ain't said nothing about having to take nobody nowhere. And now all of a sudden, she got something to do. And I'm like, girl. Oh, did something happen? And I've been just talking away. Oh, I'm what do you call this? Setting my face using the ColourPop setting powder. This is the no filter setting powder, and I'm using translucent and banana, and I'm just mixing them together. A dip of banana and then a dip of translucent. I only use these two together. I don't use them separately. I don't love them separately. So I literally only use them when I mix the powders together. I need to mix them together in one jar, shake it up, and then I ain't got to pull both of these jars out. That's what I need to do, but I just haven't done it yet. But I love this setting powder. It's so good, and it's only $6. Only $6. All right. Son does that too, since I'm out of the tub. Nope, they do not do that to their daddy. But Mariah is kind of like my shadow, though. She don't care what I'm doing or anything. Mariah, she loves me, and she'll fight for me too. That is my girl. Obviously, I love both my kids, y'all know, but Mariah is crazy about her mother. Morgan will bust in the bathroom when I'm in there, but she won't try to sit and stay. Mariah will try to sit and stay, but you're right. Neither of them do that to their dad. Yeah, Mariah's the youngest one. And she's definitely my shadow. Like it was so funny because they were having a race down the stairs. A couple of weeks ago, they were having a race down the stairs. And Mariah will let me win before she win. Like I wasn't even racing, okay? I'm still in my room getting ready. I come down the stairs about 2 minutes after they finished the race. And my Mark is like, Mommy lost. Oh, my lash came up. Mark is like, Mommy lost and I won, or somebody, I forgot who won. But he was just like, Mommy lost. And Mariah was like, no, my mommy won. My mommy won. And I came down the stairs 2 minutes after everybody else, mind you. And she like, my mommy won. My mommy was the winner. The game we was playing was the last person who came down the stairs. Like, that is what she do all the time. Or I'm always right. I ain't never wrong. She'll say that, like, I can never be wrong in Mariah's eyes. I could say something totally crazy and she'll make up an excuse for me as to why I said it and why I wasn't wrong. Or even they were singing, like, who stole the cookies out the cookie jar? And somebody said my name and she's like, my mama would never steal cookies out the cookie jar. She is crazy. Oh, y'all. I'm talking and forgot what I was doing. I was supposed to use this Maybelline powder. I ended up using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. I'm tripping. My bad. So let's get back to the drugstore. We'll use the Physicians Formula. This is the Butter Bronzer in the Endless Summer shade. And I'm using a ColourPop. I think this is the blush brush. Youngest son is glued to your hip. Okay, so maybe it's a younger baby thing. Because Morgan ain't really like that with either of us. Mariah is just like attached to me though. She changed the rule. Yeah, she did. She literally changed all the rules so I can win. And she would do that all the time. I don't even have to be playing the game. And she'll like find some way that I won. It's so funny. You know what? I think Mariah is going to be attached to this baby like she attached to me. I don't know about Morgan, but I think Mariah gonna be attached to this baby because she already thinks this is her baby. She comes up to me and rubs my belly and tells me about her baby. And goes, there's my baby. Is my baby moving? Does my baby still want cereal today? Because I've been eating a lot of cereal. Does my baby still want cereal? Like, she thinks this is her baby. She got a whole list of stuff she gonna do for the baby when the baby get here. She is not playing. But I am thinking about this is the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Berry Amore. But I am thinking about taking Mariah. My cousin just had a baby. She lives in Dallas. And since Morgan's in school and I can't really take her anywhere except for a quick weekend trip, and I want to go a little longer, I'm thinking about taking Mariah to Dallas to see my cousin and her baby. And so that'll be kind of like her birthday present too. So I'm thinking of going in February. I need to buy these tickets, but that'll be like her birthday present too because our birthdays are 2 days apart. So I think that'll be a lot of fun, and that'll be kind of her little trip before she starts kindergarten because she starts kindergarten in the fall. So I think I may do that with her, and then I got to find something special to do for Morgan too before this baby comes. So I don't know what that'll be yet, but I'm definitely taking them both on a girls' day for their birthdays. So Morgan turns 6. I'm going to take her to get her hair and her nails done like I did last year. And then Ryan, when she turns 5 in February, I'm still going to take her to get her hair and her nails done. But instead of doing a party, I think I'm just going to take her to Dallas with me. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in Be My Sunlight. Love this highlighter. And it also helps Mark out too, because that way he doesn't have to like chase around. Well, depending on if that's a weekend that Amari's here, he don't have to chase around 2 to 3 kids, you know. It'll just be Morgan or Morgan and Mari. And one of the days, I told him to just make sure he does something special with her when he's not at work. The other day, she could spend the night at my mom's house by herself, and she would love that because Mariah has gotten to do that twice, and she couldn't since she's in school. So they're kind of learning how to be separated, which it has been hard too, but it is what it is. Attached to the baby, but she'll still be sad. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to make sure I don't like. I'm just going to have to make sure. Like, one of the things I want to make sure is that they have like, jobs to do and that they can help out so they feel like important, like they're a part of the baby's life too. So Mariah already said, I'm going to change the baby. I'm going to feed the baby. I'm going to do this with the baby. I'm going to do that with the baby. Like, I'm telling you, she got a whole little rundown plan. And she just notices her baby. Like, she refers to the baby as her baby. And I'd be like, I could have sworn this was my baby. But, I mean, if that's what we doing here. Whew. Okay. Last but not least. Actually, not last. We're going to do lips right now. And then I need to do setting spray. And then I think we're done. This look came out really, really good. I like this look. Oh, I'm using the Maybelline. I love these. The color, no, Super Stay Matte Ink in the color Pioneer. I love these lip products, y'all. These Maybelline Super Stay Matte Inks. They rival some high-end lip products. Now I feel bad, and now I want to ask my sister, was my other sister at home? Hold on, y'all. Oh, if they not home, I'll just take them with me while I drop them off. Hold on. Let me just call her and ask. Oh, I just got lipstick on my phone. Was they home?
I called Kiki. She ain't answering. I text Auntie Rose. She never responded.
Well, she at church, so I know she ain't home.
But Kiki probably not there. She ain't answering.
What time are you leaving?
No, I'll probably leave out at 1. Mariah, that's all I'm quick.
If she need to be there at 1:30, you should probably be leaving out before 1. If her bus leave at 1:30.
Oh, well, yeah. I just got them dressing. She packing her stuff.
All right, well, just let me know what you're going. Where Journey and Jalissa?
They left.
Oh. All right, well, just let me know what you're going to do. I'm going to be leaving out the house in a few.
All right.
Bye. These people, I swear. And it's still going to be like 20 minutes for me because I ain't even dressed yet. Okay. I love this little color. Now I feel bad after I told her what time I was coming yesterday. Now I feel bad. Either I'm going to make her late or she going to make me late. One or the other. Hold on 1 second. Many changes. I know. I can't wait to have like that mother-son love. I'm so excited about having a boy. Oh, why does it look like this? I'm so excited about having a boy. And then my other sister not answering. Oh, these people stressing me out. How you figure it's gonna be a breeze, girl? We're gonna be struggling. It's been a while since we didn't had a baby in the house. We're gonna be over here on the struggle bus for real. I don't know. The last time we had a baby though, we had 2 babies. So Morgan was 13 months, Mariah was born, and that's the last time we had a baby. So that was hard. Morgan wasn't hard. It was my first baby, so it was probably harder than other babies just because I didn't know what to expect. But Mariah, I knew more what to expect, but there was a whole nother element because I also had another baby there that I had to take care of. So that was hard. So this third one, I guess compared to that, you're right. This is going to be a breeze. You are absolutely right. See, I feel like when a 5 and 6 year old though, I feel like when they try to help, it's not really helping. Like you could do it faster yourself, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Because even like Mario was 6 when Morgan was born, and it was like he would try to help and he would want to help, and we would let him help. But sometimes it was just like I could do this a lot faster myself. I'm only letting you help because I want to be nice, you know. And I feel like that's how it's gonna be with the girls too. But we'll see how it all goes down. We shall see. All right, last step. I'm going to use the Milani Make It Last setting spray here. And I'm just going to add that to the base. You right. Boys don't make no sense, girl. The boy do some of the strangest stuff sometimes. I'm telling you. He do. And I'm like, is this how the girls gonna be? He do some of the strangest stuff sometimes, honey. And I'd be like, this. And I wanted a boy. Why? Why did we want another boy? Oh, this lash is coming off. I gotta fix this lash. It's always that inner corner. Always. But yeah, I'd be like, why did we want another boy again? Because he do some of the strangest stuff. And I just be like, boy, you had to know that was a dumb idea. You absolutely did. But you did it anyway. And then they never have an explanation for it. You ask why they did something, and they, I don't know. That stupid look on their face. Like always. So if that's what I got to look forward to. But I don't know if I would take, I might take though the dumb stuff over the little attitudes that the girls gonna have. Cause oh, let me pick this up. Oh Lordy. Cause I can already see them little attitudes coming through. And I'd be ready to slap it off their face, let me tell you. So I don't know which one is better. I don't know which one is better. Because those little attitudes be, I'm telling you, them girls be making me have to go to jail. Or gonna make me have to go to jail. They keep playing with me. And it don't really be Mariah. You know what? Mariah be trying to be funny. Morgan the one that had a little attitude. But Mariah is still like baby funny and kind of make me laugh. Let me tell this girl to go ahead and take your friend. I'll leave at 1 and meet you at mommy's. All right, so yeah, the girls is like the little attitudes. Morgan the one had a little attitude. Mariah said something like, I'll take something from Mariah. And she was like, well, I wasn't really playing with that anyway. And I just be ready to punch her. But it's funny, but Morgan, she'll have a little attitude where she'll look at you and do a little eye rolling, and I just be ready to smack him out her face. Like that's kind of the difference between the two girls. But Mariah say something crazy that'll make you laugh, and you just be like, "Girl, get out of my face! Get out of my face!" Talk about these kids for days, man. I'm telling you, I don't feel like. Yeah, I did. I had a little attitude. But that ain't come till later. Not at no 5 years old and 6 years old. They do. They do. And Mari, he get his little attitudes too. I think boy and girl attitudes are different, but Mari definitely gets his little 12-year-old attitudes too that make you want to punch him too. Oh, now my mother calling me. Hello? I was about to leave. You got a church? Well, tell Dejana then can meet you there. Because she gonna tell me just now that she gotta take somebody to the mega bus station and they gotta be there at the girl the bus leave at 1:30. And I'm like, why you didn't tell me that last night? I'm still getting dressed. So and she been trying to figure out who at home so she could drop the kids off. Okay, she could drop them at church. Okay, all right. Bye. Huh? Well, yeah, you can call her. All right. Bye. Oh, goodness gracious. These people. So now my mother's asking me what time I'm going to the party because she, mommy said drop them at church. Because my mama ride with me and I'm picking her up from her house and she lived right around the corner from my sister. And so, but church is on the way downtown, which is where she got to drop this girl off at the bus station. And my mother like answered the phone and she like, well, tell her to just drop him off at church. So we got to figure it out, y'all. They not low key, high key. Okay, they high key make you want to punch. Like I said, Mari get his little boy attitudes too. When he don't want to do something, because I think sometimes, and you know what, I try to be. It's a different kind of situation with Mari because clearly he's not my kid, you know, and he's my kid, but he's not my kid, y'all know. So with him being my stepson, I'm not like. I try to treat him as the same as I would my other kids, and I yell at him like he's my kid, and I treat him the same as I would my other kids, but sometimes it's a little less because he's not my kid. But I just like sometimes I don't know where to walk that line with him. Like I don't know. It's a weird situation, and so it just sometimes I just don't know where to walk that line with him, and it's just a little weird. So that be the kind of thing with him, and it's like this is how me today, if he was my biological child, came out of my vagina, this is how I would discipline my kid. And the thing is, there's no comparative. So like Morgan and Mariah, you'll be able to see if I treat them differently because they're the same age pretty much at the same time. So how I'm treating a 10-year-old girl is the same way that I'm going to treat an 11-year-old girl for the most part. I mean, I feel like you got to tweak certain things with your kids, knowing how their personalities are, but how I'm treating one is for the most part how I'm treating the other. They're the same gender, they're the same age, so they'll be able to see if there's some kind of disparity between the two. With Mari, sometimes I try to ease up a little bit because it just kind of feels like, oh, you're treating him differently, but it's like they're 4 and 5-year-old girls. I'm not going to yell at them or discipline them the same way as I would a 12-year-old boy. I'm just not going to do it. And if that was my kid, I wouldn't do it. And so sometimes it's just hard for me to like figure out how to walk that line with him. And you know, it's a tough situation sometimes. And so sometimes I'll let things go that I probably wouldn't have let go if that was my kid. And then I also know he has 2 sets of rules, and that's hard too. Like he has the rules at his mom's house, he has rules at our house, and for the most part, Mark and his mom have been getting along really good for a while now, and so they've been getting along pretty good, and so they've been able to really communicate and co-parent and be able to like keep pretty much consistent rules, but at the same time, it's still different. And so it's a different environment over here than it is over there. And sometimes I think he thinks he comes over here because he comes on the weekends and he doesn't have to do anything. And it's just like kind of a vacation. And it's like, that's not the case. That's not the case, you know? And so it's like a fine line to walk, you know? I don't know. Said you never want to hear them calling you the other parent saying, come get your kid. It's just like I said, it's a delicate situation. It is. And I try to treat him as close to my other kids as possible, but I'm not going to treat a 4 and a 5-year-old the same way I treat a 12-year-old. That's ridiculous. That doesn't make sense. A 4 and a 5-year-old girl, you're not going to discipline them the same as you would a 12-year-old boy. It just doesn't make sense. And that's the thing too. It's not like when he's here, Mark is here the whole time he's here. That's not the case. He spends the majority of the time with me because he comes over on Saturdays. Mark's at work on Saturdays. He's with me the majority of the time. And then like during football season, Mark has season tickets to the Browns. He's with me on Sundays. And so I'm spending the majority of the time with him. And so I'm the one that kind of has to figure out the balance between the discipline of the kids. Yeah, he is. He's as tall as me, and we probably weigh about the same. Like he's as tall as me, he's as big as me, and yeah. See, and that's the thing. You want to parent, you have to parent, but you don't want to overstep. But then you feel like, well, this is my house though. I can discipline this kid that's in my house. But at the same time, there's still a line there. And as much as you want to say, oh, this is my kid and it feels like my kid, like when he's here, I mean, we going out to eat, I got to pay for 3 miles. You know what I mean? When he's here and we going to the store and I'm buying them something, I'm buying 3 kids something. If I pick up something from the store, like if I pick up a cute like little cup for the girls, I pick him up one too. If I pick some up to put in their Christmas stockings, I pick him up one too. That's my kid. When somebody asks me how many kids I have 3 and 1 on the way. But there's still a line there, unfortunately, and you got to respect that line, but then also make sure you're respecting yourself and making sure that this kid is still in line with the other ones, you know? And so I don't know. It's been tricky for a long time. Like, I met Mark when I was 21. Mari was 10 months old. And so I've been in his life his whole life. He doesn't remember life without me. But I didn't become like that parent figure until we moved in together, which was I was 23. I think I was 23 when we moved in together. So that's when I kind of became more of that parent figure, because back then Mario was like 3 years old and he would spend weeks at a time at our house. It wasn't like just weekends like it is now that he goes to school. Like when he was like 3 and 4, he would spend weeks at a time at our house. And so it's been a constant battle, and it hasn't always been the best relationship with his mom. As far as my relationship with his mom, it's still non-existent. I've never even spoken to the woman. But like Mark and Mari's mom, it hasn't always been the best relationship. So now I feel like they've been on much better terms for a while, and so the communication is just a lot better between them. And I don't need this. I mean, if she don't want to speak to me, I don't want to speak to her. That, like, if she don't want to speak to me, that's fine. I don't need to speak to her. That's, to be honest, that's not my kid. I know I'm doing right by him. So if you don't care, I don't care. Like, that's not, I don't need to speak to her if she doesn't want to speak to me. So that's fine as long as they're communicating correctly. But it's just, yeah, it's always been a fine line to walk. Hey, Rosalind. And you know what? We do have our own separate relationship. To be honest, he really loves YouTube and like filming and stuff. And so I try to get him to help me film certain things, or help me take photos, or like help me with the camera equipment. I try to like meet him in that space, because he doesn't like sports, which I love sports. He doesn't like sports, and clearly he's not a girl, so he's not into makeup or anything. So it's hard. All he wants to do is sit and play the video game. So it's really hard to find a way to connect with him, but I try my best. And I mean, it's gonna be ongoing. You know, it's gonna be ongoing. So. You're right, and that's the line I feel like you at, because then it's like Shar, you saying if you don't correct the behavior, who's supposed to? That's the line you get to, though, because it's like I love Mari like he's my son. I don't want him to go out here and thinking that some of the stuff he does is okay. So if I don't say anything and nobody else is here, it's like, well, how does that get corrected? I don't want him to go out here and have a run-in with the police or something. You know what I mean? He's a black boy. I don't want him to run out here and have a run-in with the police, and nobody's taught him certain things. So certain things I leave for his dad. If it's not the hugest deal, but I feel like it needs to be corrected, those things I leave for his dad. But like the day-to-day stuff, I just lump him in with the kids. And if I'm yelling at all three, I'm yelling at all three, and he's a part of that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how the approach I've taken. Like, if it doesn't need to be corrected immediately right that second, then I'll leave that stuff for his dad. I try to let his dad do most of the disciplining, because I feel like I'm the person that he hates first. Something happens, or he gets yelled at, or he gets in trouble, I'm the person that he hates first. That it just is what it is. And so I try to let his dad do that, because he's not gonna hate his dad, but he'll hate me. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I try to do that. And the line does get blurry, and it's hard to unblur it. No, agreed. He does need to be taught respect, and for the most part, don't get me wrong, Mari's not a bad child at all. He's a very respectful child. He's 12. He has an issue. You know, he has the things that he does. He does dumb stuff, and he's been disciplined for them, and that's what it is. He's not a bad child at all. So for the most part, he's a very respectful child, and he's a pretty good child. He's a straight A student. I don't really have any problems with him, but sometimes I feel like he does get into these pockets of like behavior issues. But then when you look deeper too, sometimes it's like stuff that's going on at home. And so that's another reason that sometimes it's hard for me to discipline, because I know certain things are going on at home, and I can't really, yeah, it's, I don't know. Yeah, I would have definitely, I would have definitely met her. I never had an issue with meeting her. I've never had a problem with it, but, Mark tried to get it to happen a couple times. This was years ago. Mark tried to get it to happen a couple times, and she didn't want to. And after that, it's just, I mean, the subject's been dead now for about 5 years, because I mean, at this point, the subject's just been dead now. So it's like, it's not like I've never been in the same room with her, because I have. Mari actually had a recital. When did I mess up my ankle? I think that was in April of this year when I fell in the front lawn and I messed up my ankle. Mari actually had a recital because he was playing his trumpet, and he had a recital. And so she was there with her other kids, and we were all there, and we were standing right next to each other. I waved. I can't remember if she waved or not, but hold on. Hello. Yeah, I don't need you no more. I was calling to see if you was at home. All right. Bye. But yeah, she waved. I said hi to her other kids, and that was that. Or I waved, I mean. I can't remember. I don't think she waved, but I don't think she was rude either. So that was that interaction. I mean, that's probably the most interaction we've ever had, to be quite honest. That was it. I wouldn't have minded sitting down with her. I think that might have made it a lot easier for like when we do have problems, knowing how because there was this one time some years ago where we had, I don't know, me and Mari had he was acting up at the mall or something. I can't remember. It was like 5 years ago, 4 years ago maybe. He was acting up at the mall or something, and he was like balling his fist up like he was like trying to swing or something. And I was like, go ahead, I dare you, because I'll smack your ass to the ground. That's exactly what I told him. And he told his mom that, and I think it was intentional, like at that time anyway. And she like got all upset. Well, you better not talk to my child like that, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, look, I would be very happy to sit down with you and discuss how you would like me to handle a situation like that in the future. But I'm not gonna be disrespected. Period. Like Mark wasn't there. It was me, and I think the girls were babies. So I had to be only like 4 years, because the girls were babies at the time, and both of them were born. But Mariah was like a baby. And my mom had came with me, and went out to eat with the mall. And I think he wanted to ride the train or something. And I told him no. And yeah. So that was just like a bad day. And she got upset. And like, I was like, look, I'll be more than, again, if you didn't like how I handled that, I apologize. But that is how I would have handled that if that was my child. So if you would like to sit down and talk about this is what I told Mark to tell her, because she didn't want to talk to me. But I was just like, if she wants to sit down and we can all discuss how she would like me to handle a situation like that in the future, I would be open to listening. I would love some input, because this is my first time dealing with this. I've never had, I think he was maybe 7 or 8 at the time. I've never had a 7 or 8-year-old. I have no idea how to handle this situation. So help me. I'll be open to any ideas. And that never happened. So, I mean, at this point, I parent the way I feel like is right. And if you have an issue with it and you want to sit down and talk about it, I'm open to it. If not, then I'll parent the way I feel is best. And it is what it is. No, I agree. If something ever happened, we having good conversation, y'all. Y'all know I gotta go. But I agree. If something ever, I'm about to take this out, and I'm gonna take this laptop upstairs. If something ever happened to like me and Mark's relationship and we weren't together anymore, I would want to know who's around my kids. Like I don't need to know every girlfriend you have. I'm hoping you're not just letting every girlfriend you have or every girl you mess with, I should say, meet my kids. So I don't need to meet every girl you dealing with. That's crazy to me. That's ridiculous. But if they're gonna be around my kids in a significant way, like I want to know who you are, and I want to talk to you, and just so you know my face and I know your face. So if something happened to my kids, if something going down, I can pick you out of a police lineup or come get your ass myself. You know, I'm saying I just need to. Those are the type of things that I would just like to sit down. And again, if my kid is having behavioral issues or problems or something, it would be nice to sit down. My phone. It'd be nice to sit down and discuss that. Let's talk about it. How do we make this better? How do we figure this out so this doesn't happen again? So you aren't put in a situation where you feel like you have to discipline my child in a way that I don't like. And so I'm not put in a situation where I feel like I'm hearing something third hand from my child. And I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? She did what? You know? Okay. Let's go ahead and report. Well, what do I do? Hide user. Okay. So yeah, I would want to know that stuff too, but everybody apparently does not. So it is what it is. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I tried. The lineup part. It's true. Like I need to at least know who, you know what I'm saying? I need to know who I'm dealing with. So that's kind of my thing about it. Know who to kill. Exactly. If something happened to my kids, but I also want to be someone who, like, it would just be nice to have effective communication with someone who's involved with my kids. Yeah. Being a parent is tough. And then being a parent of somebody who is not actually your child and their parents are involved, but you're also involved, that's also tough. Worst part about this whole thing, because there's just no communication whatsoever. And like I said, her and Mark are actually doing really well. They're communicating really well now, but it hasn't always been that way. So, let me grab my stuff. Going up some stairs is tough, y'all. Man, going up them stairs got me like, abusive to the kid? You talking about if her new boyfriend is abusive to the kid or to her? You're right. Teachers too. That's so true. We actually we know our Morgan's teacher. We know her. Like we saw her in Target last week. We definitely know her. Abusive to the kid. Mark will go crazy. Mark will go absolutely crazy. If he don't do nothing else, he is a great father and loves those kids, and he will go absolutely crazy if something like that were to happen. So that wouldn't fly. Like I would have to stop him from going off the deep end for real, because it would happen. It would seriously happen. And she's been in relationships, and that's the thing. There's never been any problem on our part, like to her. Like first of all, if you are a single woman and you're a mother and you're co-parenting, you're gonna be in other relationships. And for mothers who have their kids full time, it's a lot harder because that kid is with you full time. So how else do you bring a man around or hang out with a man if your kids ain't there, you know? So you're probably going to introduce your kids to more men than the man could a woman, you know, could other women. And then on top of that, it's just like the kids are going to be like, that's good. If you are really involved with this person, that's going to be like their dad, because that's who they live with. That's full time. That's going to be like their new dad. And so there was a situation like that. He wasn't abusive. Well, not that I know of. He wasn't abusive or anything, but there was never a problem with that coming from our end, because that's their business. Like, I mean, and as much as Mark didn't like some other man living with his child, he understood that that's the situation that you in. Like, that's what happens when you don't stay with the mother of your kids. They're gonna move on, and that's that. And so it, like I said, there's never been any problem coming from us to that side, but we've definitely had problems the other way around. But lately, it's been good. So fingers crossed for that situation. That's another reason I think you need to be involved with your child, because you want them to be able to come to you if there is an issue. You want them to be able to come to you. And I feel like you want to be able to have an effective way of handling that issue too. Like, I want my kids to be able to know, one, also that I got their back, like that I have my eye on certain situations. You know what? One thing, my dad, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say, then I gotta go. But my dad, he would always have, when I was like dating, he would be like, I want to meet everybody who takes you out on a date. If you get in that car, if you want to meet them, they need to come inside and they need to talk to me. And I used to be like, why? Like, halftime, this ain't even serious. Like, we just went on a date. I don't care. I want them to come in. I want to meet them. So I never understood that until I became a parent. And it's like, because I feel like if other people know that you have eyes on them, like in the situation that we're talking about, if she knows that, if I know that she has eyes on me and she's near the situation and she's watching me, you know, I feel like I'm less likely to do some crazy stuff to her kid. Not that I was going to, but that's just how I feel about stuff. And so if people know that you have eyes on the situation with your kid, I feel like they're much less likely to try to do something with your kid versus someone who you've never seen before. I ain't never seen this parent before. They must not be involved in my mind, so I can do whatever the hell I want. And that's how I feel like some people feel. Like, when you ever look at like these girls who get kidnapped for like sex trafficking or stuff like that, it'd be like they'll pick out girls who were in foster care or just people who don't have a whole big support system around, because nobody's missing them for real, or nobody's really looking for them. And not in all cases, but I feel like those are the easiest and the most vulnerable people to go after. So that's another reason I like to be involved in everything that my kids do. But whatever. All right, y'all. Woo! I'm getting all involved in this. Okay, I don't know what they're talking about, but I'm all out of breath. I got to get dressed because I got to get out of here. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for joining the live chats. And I'll definitely have video up before Christmas, but I don't know if I'll have another live. So if I don't talk to you live, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that stuff. I love y'all. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you later. Bye.